Time for another Morning Joe. This morning, we're giving you an inside look at a unique exhibit at the Black Archives in Kansas City, and it's nothing short of eye-opening. Here's Joe with today's Morning Joe.
In spite of segregation, racism, this was a thriving community. There were several successful Black-owned businesses here. This is where jazz really became a part of Kansas City's history. The Negro League started right around the corner.
Glenn North is Director of Education and Public Programs at the Black Archives. He says this new exhibit, for all the world to see, visual culture and the struggle for civil rights, is the biggest and most impactful one they've had.
It shows that conversation still needs to be had, that stigma associated with skin color still exists.
It goes beyond pictures, showing items and artifacts that shape the perception of the Black community over time. Some of the first African American dolls are on display. They arrived far after white dolls and sadly were often second choice for the majority of kids.
If you can look at the mistakes that were made in the past, hopefully you won't repeat them. And so with knowledge comes power.
The exhibit also shows legends like Muhammad Ali and Jackie Robinson, both vital in moving the conversation forward.
And a lot of those people were American heroes. So you have white folks that were looking up to these Black athletes. And you think about how important the Negro League was to Kansas City.
Emil Cleaver is Director of Operations, and he says when you make a visit here, you learn something new each time.
It gives me a good feeling. I feel a sense of responsibility. I got a master's degree in history and Black histories because I wanted to know what was going on in the world before I was here.
For the past 3 years, he's made that the goal of the Black Archives. He says now is more important than ever, as he says racism still exists here in Kansas City.
It's very frustrating because a few years ago, you would think that we were heading in the right direction.
But he hopes this new exhibit and the archives itself will turn things around. Sadly, he says most of the visitors are Black, and it's his goal to get more people of all races through these doors. After all, Black history is everyone's history here in Kansas City.
Very cool. Now, if you want to visit the exhibit, it's here through August 11th. Hours and other information is on our website. Just click the Found It on 5 section.